everybody, Mr. B here, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. If you're a first timer, we're in Woodville, New Zealand, and as soon as I started talking to my friends Ray and Tracy, who are South African, about coming down here, I immediately became obsessed with Peri Peri chicken. Now, I have never done this before, but we're going to give this a shot. So, as I understand it, Peri Peri chicken is typically done with a bird's eye pepper. You'll note I'm wearing gloves. Highly freaking recommended that you do that because I've already burnt my eyes twice with that. I'd recommend a de-seed on this. Now, in the United States, this is probably going to be a special order. You can also use, from what I gather, a Fresno chili. You are going to want a red chili here because that has everything to do with the color. Again, as I understand it, I believe that this is coming in from the Portuguese, heading down to South Africa. And I can't remember if it was the Portuguese that were taking the Peri Peri back to Portugal and trying to figure out something to do with it, or if they were taking them from Portugal down to South Africa and found a palate that was a little bit more suitable. But as I understand it at the time, the Portuguese were not too keen on the heat this gives off. So, all right, one point of note on the Peri Peri. If you know anything about this Portuguese stuff, taking the peppers there, bringing the peppers back, or anything like that, leave a comment and let me know what's up with that story. Thank you. We're going to start with chicken. Traditionally, of course, it's Peri Peri chicken. What the hell else are you going to start with? Now, what you would often see is a whole chicken that's going to be spatchcocked. So you're going to take the backbone out of it, break that down, and you put your marinade on the entirety of that chicken. But you want to want that chicken to open up because oftentimes this is grilled, and that's just an easier way to handle and get to temperature when you're doing the grill. I'm going to be lazy today. We are going to use a bone-in skin-on chicken thigh. I'd recommend a dark meat because that's just my personal preference. We're going to give this a good salt and pepper. In addition to that, we're going to use 8 to 10, as I said, of the bird's eye chilies. We're going to get an onion here, a bell pepper, any color. I had a yellow on hand, or Tracy had a yellow on hand, so that's what we're going to use. But I would think that a red might add to that color situation. You're going to want a shit ton of garlic. That's about 10 cloves. A little thyme, little rosemary, some olive oil, salt and pepper, and some form of vinegar. You could use apple cider, white vinegar, whatever you want to do. And then we're going to bring some lemon, fresh zest, and juice into this situation. The sauce is often finished off, as I understand it, with a little bit of tomato paste. And how cute are these little yogurt containers of tomato paste that I found down here in New Zealand? I think that's pretty freaking awesome. And we're going to start making a sauce. So traditionally, this is used with a mortar and pestle. And if you want to use this method, I hear the color's much better, blah, blah, blah. But you're going to stand there and grind for about 10 to 15 minutes. So if you feel froggy, jump and knock yourself out. I am going to use a trusty food processor here. So, and everything goes. Let's get our onion in. That's that down. Get our garlic. That in the chilies. I'm going to hit salt, pepper into that. I'm slowly falling in love with these sexy little electric sort of blender thingies for the salt and pepper grinders. How cute is that? All right, now I am going to give this just a little bit of olive oil for some lubrication on that, but we will do an emulsification later. There are 2 pieces of garlic left behind, and I am not having that at all. Get on in here. All right. All right, kids, let's see what happens here. There we go. Now what I think I'm going to do is add in some of this tomato paste. I don't think is going to be a bad idea here. About 4 tablespoons or so, I think. We'll have at this point, I may as well add the whole packet, right? Vinegar. Let's talk about some dry seasonings here as usual. Oh, all right. About a tablespoon of some thyme or so. Or as your guy says, oh, it's too much. Perfect. All right?
Yep.
So here we go. This is a little bit of paprika. Also going to help with some of the color that we're going for here. This is a smoked paprika. I assume you could use sweet or whatever kind of paprika you want to get your hands into and on. All right, Mr. Ray, do you want to come taste this?
I certainly can.
And I'm going to need a South African palate to tell me if that is on the money. Does it need a little sugar to bring something out? Is it too hot? More lemon? Lie to me.
A little bit more salt, maybe?
Salt we can do. Why don't we do a bit of some of that.
Good plan.
Maybe this is using about I forget. It's 500 grams of chicken. There's going to be about, well, let me not say that. A good 3 or 4 pound chicken is what you're going to get at home, and this is going to be sufficient for that. How's the heat?
Perfect.
Heat's good?
Yep.
All right, let me see what we got going in here. Whoa. Yep. That makes me a happy man. Let me show you guys a cheat though also. Now, you can probably on Amazon or I haven't checked the grocery store for it, but you probably can get it. But you can get Peri Peri sauce already in the thing. In fact, I was telling Ray that this was going to be my backup in case this video went to hell and y'all would never know. But I think we've done pretty good. And if I must say so myself, for having never done it before, I think I've matched that color pretty damn good. So I'll pat myself on the back for that. This is going to be an overnight marinade. Sleep on it. And as far as cook methods are concerned, grilling seems to be the preferred situation, but I've seen people do this in the oven. If you're going to do it in the oven, what I would recommend that you do is that you sear your chicken off after it's marinated, get a little bit of color on it before you put it in the oven. Then if you feel like you need a little bit more color, run it under the broiler. Do not walk away from it because it will run away from you pretty quickly. All right, so, and this is going to go. Thank you very much. All right, get it in here. Air out of it. And rub around on it like you love it. Every so often when you reach into the next 24 hours, when you reach in to, grab you something good out of the fridge, give it a massage and turn it over. We're going to see y'all tomorrow as we're going to grill this, hopefully if the weather holds, in a very, very special place. See you then. First thing you're going to want to do to grill your Peri Peri chicken is to find a beautiful spot in rural New Zealand. Heat up the grill. I'm going to run it on about a low heat because it's chicken, right? You're going to get the color, and it's Peri Peri. You're supposedly going to get a lot of color on this, but it's not steak is my point, right? Going to run it about on a low to medium depending on how it is, to control. And because I'm going to want this to kind of, meet its maker in a rather delicate way. Otherwise, I'm going to have black on the outside and raw on the inside. So we will get this on here shortly. Let's get the chicken on the grill. Now, when I grill chicken, I will typically start bone side down because I want the skin to start, to kind of form and start doing its thing. Versus if I was doing this in a skillet, it would be skin side down. You're going to want to get that color going on that skin. But here, I typically take a slightly opposite approach. That's just me. Exactly what I want there. Maybe let's hit this with just a little bit of paprika. Again, we are going for some of that color, but not just the color, some smokiness. Now, we're out in the wilderness, so I am just going to use the tools available. Does not have to be perfect. Be mindful of the wind as that kind of, will affect your direction. Righto, righto, righto. Lid down, we're gonna let this go. I'm gonna bring the heat down just a wee bit here. Let this hit for about 5-10 minutes. We'll see where that's at. Okay, so we've been going bone side down now for about a little over 5 minutes, starting to push the 10-minute mark. I'm kind of impressed at how this little Weber here holds temp. Not bad, not bad. So let's take a look. So you can see the skin is starting to leather up a good bit. I'm gonna just take the opportunity maybe to give everything just a little move zhuzh here. Be mindful of your hot spots on your grill. You're always going to have one. And we're going to let that come back up to temp. Let it go about another 10 minutes before we actually do a flip. Done another 10 minutes or so bone side down. I want to check them. Again, you can see here the leatherization on the skin. That's what you want. It's picking up this beautiful color like I've seen on the YouTubes. And we are just now going to do a flip. That is starting to look like peri peri chicken to me. Another reason why I do this on the bone side down first is because You know, with bone-in chicken on the grill, that is really where you want it to get cooked for sure. That is gorgeous. Okay, we've had the skin side down a few minutes. Look how beautiful that is. We're gonna give this a flip. I want you to see that colorization there. And you might leave a little skin behind. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. What we are going to do now is we are going to pack up, head on back to the house, finish these off in the oven so they get really good and to temperature of an internal about 165 Fahrenheit. And according to this poultry thermometer, that is going to be 74 degrees Celsius. There you have it, guys. Using the remaining Peri Peri marinade, we are going to make a quick sauce while the chicken is enjoying a nice warm rest in the oven, and while our rice cooks. So we've got the marinade going there. Let's thin this out with just a little bit of butter. See how that goes for starters. You're gonna want it rich. And we'll get this going. This would also make for a really good grill glaze, should you be so inclined. All right. I will advise, though, because this was a marinade, you're going to want to get this into a really good boil state for a minute or two so it doesn't hurt you. Okay, to test the South African Peri Peri chicken, we're going to ask a South African's honest opinion. All right. What say ye, Ray, Mr. DJ Sun Division? Did we nail that?
So good.
All right, kids. There you have it. There you've got it,
Very
guys.
good.
Peri Peri chicken. We'll see y'all later. Like, subscribe. Come along for the ride. See you next time. We've got Ray and Tracy's older gentleman dog here, Boy, who is a little obsessed with water at the moment. But from what I gather, we are letting Boy do whatever the hell Boy wants to do at this stage in his life. Bless his soul. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
You going back to
Did you not want gloves?
Oh, do you have them?
Yes, I've got so many.
Oh, I would love it.
I know where they are.
Yes, there's.
I wish I'd have known that.
Oh my God! You must know how many we have for painting.
Oh, that's
I've got
true.
boxes
Yeah,
and boxes
yeah,
in the
yeah.
garage.
Beauty.